Hey guys, what's up? Secret of my house bidding you welcome, and I'm doing this because this is my stress relief. I have had a busy morning. I've had to clean the toilet. This is fun. Take out the trash. This is fun. Take in the washing. This is fun. And do the dishes. Music actually makes this job pretty bearable. Yeah, that's just the half of it. It's almost 12 o'clock and I'm only halfway through all of this. There was a lot to do. I've still got a lot on my plate, so I'm taking a unofficial break off of work, and hopefully the boss doesn't catch me and fire me, so alright, let's enough babble. The old married gamer, the sexy one, the beastly one, whatever what channel title he's had, Colin. He's not making YouTube videos anymore. He made a goodbye video. See ya, Colin. You'll be missed. It's unfortunate. You know, I always love tuning into his videos. I love the high score videos he tries to do where he doesn't do too well, but they were fun to watch, and I guess all the best people know when it's time to retire, alright? Yeah. You can never go past your prime. Yeah, that's it, I'll miss you, mate. Hopefully you stay in the comments, give us some love, you know. Make a video every now and again, maybe, who knows. But if you don't want to make videos anymore, that's fine. I mean, no one can force someone to make a video for YouTube, and if you get burnt out, then it's in your best interest to take a break. Alright, so enough of the serious stuff. We've got pickups to show. Oh boy, do we have pickups to show. Where do I start? Just before that, I'm going to try and make the video production a little bit better in these. I'm going to put in some music, some really low sounding music, because I don't want to play it. I don't want to play music while I'm making the video. Not for copyright reasons. I don't care about copyright. You know, the soundtracks I'll be playing, no one cares about their copyright, but because if there's music playing, then that kind of screws with my mind. I don't know what to say and stuff, but if I put it in while I'm editing, so post-video made, then it's a little easier, and no promises, but I'm going to see if I can put in clips for a few of the games that I showed. Not all of them, just a few of them, just to see if I'm actually able to do it anymore, because I used to be able to do it, but that was with a different editing program, and I switched over laptops a while ago, and I was just stuck with Windows Movie Maker, and I have another editing program that was pre-installed onto my computer when I got it, but it's not as good as my other one. It does the same stuff as the other one, but it's just harder for me to use, so if I can get this stuff in, I will. If not, then I'm wasting your time. Alright. Let's go to the stuff we got first. Alright. At first, I thought this week was going to be a bit of a bust because I didn't manage to get out until Thursday to do any video game hunting, because the entirety of last week I was just doing my forklift course, and that was both mentally and physically straining, you know. The theory side of things, I was perfect on that, but on the actual practical side of things, having to drive the forklift, something about it just kind of confused me. It was a little bit like driving a car, except you're turning with the back wheels, and there's another apparatus that you need to be wary of, so turning is kind of hard on the forklift, and I got it down pat though, and I did pass successfully, so I'm a certified forklift operator. I can lift any fork that you would like lifted. Send me your job offers and I'll get back to you with my resume. Alright, so I got out on Thursday and actually did manage to find some stuff. I just went to the Indooroopilly area There's a place that I went twice in the last week. I went on Thursday and I went on... I believe I went on Saturday. I also went on Saturday. And I stopped at an op shop. I didn't get any video game hunting footage for any of this, just because it was a leisurely cruise and I didn't want to have to worry about buying anything, you know. When I want to go out and game hunt, it'll be either I want to go out and buy something, or I want to just go out and look, and I just wanted to go out and look. So, I stopped in an op shop, wasn't really finding anything, but I saw this in their case and thought, ooh, that's something I might want. I'll get them to take it out for me and I'll have a look at it. And it is a Nintendo DS, the original model, so the one that usually has a broken hinge. This one doesn't, which is cool. And I've never had an original Nintendo DS, nor did I know anyone who had one. You know, people got around to buying them when the DS Lite came out. So, cool to have one, and it was $20, which seems like a little bit much, but I saw that it came with a green cartridge, and when I see a green cartridge, I know what that's going to be. It's going to be robots on the Nintendo DS. Nah, that's what came in the DS cartridge slot, but in the Game Boy Advance cartridge slot, we got ourselves a nice copy of Pokemon Emerald with a saving battery, which is cool. I sat down and played it for a half hour. It said the battery was dead, but then I saved it and I came back to it later and the save was still there, so I don't know what's going on. Seems good. And I'll have to check if I have a copy of Pokemon Emerald. I know I have a copy of Pokemon Sapphire. I shall check. And if I already have a copy of Pokemon Emerald, this guy's going on eBay. And I'll be able to get a good $15 for it, and then this guy will be $5. Always look to make stuff a little bit cheaper for yourself. It's always good. And in that op shop, they were having a sale on DVDs and games. Instead of them being $4 each, which I would have paid $4 for this anyway, it was $3. So for $3, I found myself a copy of Resident Evil 4, the Wii edition. And I already have a copy of this. I have it up on eBay for $10. If anybody wants it, just ask me for the link and I'll send you over. But it's a good game. It's a good game. I enjoy it. Resident Evil 4 is a good game. Yeah, that's about it. All of the stuff is in there. I don't know if this came with points or anything. I don't even think you can use the points anymore. I think Nintendo put a stop to that, which, oh well, it happens. But for $3, happy to get it. I'll be able to make a good $7 profit on it. And one that I'm actually going to keep, one that I have never heard of in my life. There's no one else in the house, the wind just closes doors as it wants. This is a mech game, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up if I didn't see that the developer of this game was From Software, and as I've been playing the Dark Souls series lately, I've grown quite fond of From Software, the developer. But they make pretty good games, so for $3 I was willing to take a chance on this. It is Armored Core 9 Breaker. I have another Armored Core game in my collection somewhere. They're okay games. Hopefully this one will be good. You'd think giant mech games, like giant robots fighting other giant robots, would be an instant thing that you would want, but for some reason a lot of them just aren't very fun to play. Like Mech Warrior isn't very fun to play, Front Mission isn't a whole lot of fun to play, and the Armored Core series, they're probably the most fun kind of giant robot games you can get, so definitely a cool one to get for $3, and it is complete and in immaculate condition. I'd say this is like new. And the person who was serving me, I always have a chat with the person serving me, they said, yeah, this looks really good. Yeah, I can see PlayStation 2 games in this nice of a condition, so cool to get that. Alright. That was all I got on that trip. On the Saturday trip I took to the Intrapilli area, I only found stuff at their cash and murders. I originally went because I won a Nintendo Wii on their web shop for $20, and I've been looking for another Nintendo Wii for reasons I'll explain when I get it, but while I was in there, I just did not think to ask for it. I'm like, I just didn't remember that I had bought it, so next time I'm there, I'll be picking that up, but I did find a few other items. Nothing fantastic, but definitely some okay stuff. For $2 on the PlayStation 2, I found a game that I don't have, which is always nice. It is Spyro: A Hero's Tale. I was surprised I didn't have this, honestly. But while looking through my list, I was like, yeah, I don't have it. I also don't have any other Spyro games on the PlayStation 2 except for Dawn of the Dragon, so I'll have to keep a lookout for them. Also got this guy here, just for $1. A Wii Motion Plus thing. It's got the little Wii Motion Plus in there. I don't know if you need this to play kind of more advanced games on the Wii, but apparently I'm going to need one when I get up to a few games, so it's useful to have, especially for $1. I grabbed this guy right here. This is pretty cool. This only came out last year, so this is pretty recent. The Best of the Great American Bash for $2. $2. WCW wrestling at its finest. Who we got on here? We have the Stinger. We have Dusty Rhodes, baby! He's got a bicycle! And we have, who's that? Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair, awesome. I'm going to watch that and love it. And it's complete. So when this came out, it was probably $30 brand new. If I checked in a JB Hi-Fi, it would probably still be like $20, so to get it for $2, very happy. I'm always happy to add wrestling DVDs that I don't have to my collection, because I do enjoy my wrestling. And I also grabbed, I had one of these before, but I sold it at a bargain price to PSX Hunter, I believe that's his YouTube channel. He needs to start making more videos. His content is dribbling up, but it is a multi-tap for the PlayStation 2. I didn't think I would find one of these as soon as I did after selling the other one, but it's cool to get, and this one was only $3. I think I paid $4 for the other one, and it was in box, so for $3 I was happy to get this. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of this because I use the PlayStation 2, the fat one, because I find them more reliable. That's just my take on it. I know other people have found more success in the slim, but I like to use the fat one, so I probably won't get a whole lot of use, but for $3 it's a nice thing to add to the collection. Oh man. Ooh. Ah man. Also that Saturday, before I got any of that stuff, it was free comic book day. And I believe that's an international thing, so any comic book store in the world will be giving you free comic books, which is really cool. That stuff I got a few weeks ago. And so, I went to a few comic book stores with a friend of mine. I will put up the pickups that he got. He got some good stuff. And I will show you the stuff that I got, both the stuff I paid for and the stuff I got for free. I'll just kind of flick through these because I don't know how many people really have an interest. Get the free ones out of the way first. Alright, there we go. For the free comic books that I got a few for some friends and a few for myself. I have a few friends that like the Avengers, so I got them 2 free Avengers comic books. For myself, I picked up The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. It's cool to get issue number 1 for free. I got The Tick. I love The Tick. The Tick is awesome. Yeah, The Tick is cool. The world's longest love triangle, still going on to this day. And I gotta show my Simpsons love. I've never watched an episode of this, but Bob's Burgers. And for another friend that I know likes these, the Phantom. And as for the ones I paid for, I believe these ones are $1 each. In the first comic book store, all of the back issues were $1 each, so I got issue 3, 4, and 2 of Silent Hill Downpour and Story. I do like Silent Hill Downpour, it's a fun game. And I also got, for $1, Simpsons comic. Gave it a read, it's pretty funny. I often find that the Simpsons comics aren't quite as funny as the show, but they're still worth getting. And at the next comic book store for $2 each, I got one of my favorite comic book series. I had no idea they bring it back after all of these years, but I'll have to keep a lookout for the rest of these, because this guy's one of my favorites. I got the Max, baby. Issue number 9 of the Max Maximized. The Max is really cool because it's the story of a superhero who's not actually a superhero. He only thinks he's a superhero. So he's homeless, he's drunk a lot, and he lives in a box, and like in every issue he gets caught by the police for doing criminal activity or for stopping criminals. Like he'll be beating up the criminals, and then the police will arrest him and let the criminals go. And a lot of the humor is kind of really wacky. Like it's not just his story, it's also a story of this what's the word? Like a physiotherapy kind of person. So like someone you go and see if you have mental issues or something like that. A therapist. Like he goes and sees a therapist every week, and he has like a codependent relationship on. Whereas like if she misses a week, he'll freak out and think she's dead and go off to try and save her. It's fantastic. If you've never read the Max, it is worth reading. So I grabbed issue number 9, issue number 10, and issue number 11. And I'll have to keep a lookout for the rest of them because I love the Max. The Max is my guy. Alright, what else did we find? Ooh, I'm not done with that one. Because I was in the city area, I also went to the Cash Converters that was in the Fortitude Valley area, which is only like a half-hour walk, so I was willing to go there. And I found some decent stuff. Bit of a story before I show the stuff though. There was while I was lining up, waiting to be served, to buy all of this stuff, the guy in front of me was going off his head saying, what was it? I believe the issue he was having was that he bought a PlayStation 2 from the store. He said he paid $100 for it, which I think he's bullshitting there because that store sells them cheap. He says he paid $100 for it, and that when he got home the memory card wasn't working, or there was no space left on the memory card, something with the memory card. And he called in and asked if he can get a new one, and the person on the phone told him yes, but then when he got there, the lady who was serving him said, well, all we have to go on is your word, and the person who supposedly said yes to you getting a new memory card is on break at the moment. And he was like, no, you get him in fucking right now, I'm serious, I'll go off with you fucking idiots. And he was like, I'll pay $16 to get here, I'll pay $16 to get back, it's $32 fucking dollars to get here, and you won't give me a fucking memory card. I'm working on my bogan accent as I do this. And I didn't want to chime in, but I was thinking in my head, he could have bought a memory card online for $2 from China and got it shipped to his door. It's like, I didn't want to say anything because he was going off on this lady and she wasn't taking it. She was like, look, I don't know your... She wasn't a bogan. She was just saying, look, I don't know your story. You can't keep telling me the same information and expect me to be able to do something for you. You have to wait until the person who talked to you on the phone comes back. They'll be back in like 10 minutes. So if you just want to wait or something... But he was like, no, you get him back now. You call him up. And she was saying, I don't have his number. And it was an unpleasant situation. It was like everyone within the vicinity was just kind of standing there awkwardly going, just want to be served, just want to get out of here. Don't want this fucker to pull a knife on us. And it was Fortitude Valley, so that's the kind of place where this shit would happen. But after a few minutes of this happening, a lady called me over and said, hey, can I serve you? And I'm like, yes you can. Well, in my mind I was thinking, thank God, yes you can. On the other side of the register. And while I was being served, I had a chat with the lady saying I always get good deals from this place, and they're happy to hear that. You know, Cash Converters, I always get a good deal when I go into Cash Converters, you know. It's the kind of thing where if you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you, and being mean to them, it's gonna get you nowhere. Having an attitude, it'll get you nowhere. So, I got 5 PlayStation 2 games, and 1 miscellaneous item. She ended up giving them to me for $12, which was very nice of her. Lovely girl. Probably the same age as me, actually, so, you know, if you're in the area. Golly. We got one for the Midas collection. I'm still going for a full collection of Midas games for the PlayStation 1 and 2. It's one that I don't think I have, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if I do. I checked my collection quickly and I couldn't see it, so... Fighting Fury! It looks like a kind of Tekken clone, honestly. Looks fairly decent. I mean, I might have to plug this in and give it a play, because I enjoy Tekken. That was $2. We have one that a fellow tuber was looking for the Xbox. I have the PlayStation 2 version now. We have Superman Returns. Probably not a great game because the movie wasn't too great, but for $2 I'll take a chance on it. We have one that I've seen gameplay on and it looks goofy and silly. It is MTV's Celebrity Deathmatch. This is supposed to be a fighting game, but it's supposed to be really bad, really corny, so I'll play that and have fun. And it was... where is it? $2. One that I'm actually looking forward to playing because I love the movie. It is Wallace and Gromit, the Curse of the Were Rabbit. I also plan to see Shaun the Sheep at some point because I do enjoy Shaun the Sheep, made by the same people. I like Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit is just a fun show to watch, and hopefully the game is good. And it was only $2 as well. And one that looks kind of interesting. It looks kind of like a Pac-Man game, to be honest, so... maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, who knows. It is, for $2, Quest for Sleeping Beauty. If I can get that in focus. And just from the back, it kind of looks like a Pac-Man type game, so... I'll play that and tell you how it is, see how good it is. Oh yeah, this one was complete. Not to show the rest of them, they're all fine. A few of them don't have the manuals, but I don't care about manuals. It was $2 also. And this was the item that she gave me the discount on. I was kind of talking camping with the girl, saying, you know, I've always wanted to get one of these. I remember going on camping trips as a kid, and there was always that one kid that had one of these, and he would be the person that you hung around, and it is a wind-up torch. Originally priced at $4, she gave it to me for $2. You wind it up, it turns on, and winding it up makes the brightness, it raises the brightness. So for $2, very happy to get that. I do have a tent, now I have a torch. What else would I need to go camping? A sleeping bag? I've got one of those. Alright, last lot of stuff. Just yesterday, which was Sunday, Mum offered to... she was going to a baby shower or something, and she's like, well, do you want to tag along? I can drop you off at the cash converters in Logan area. And I'm like, sure. And there was nothing in the Logan cash converters, but it's that one where there's like 3 pawnbrokers just all lined up, so... in a place called... I believe it was called Pennywise. I got a few games for the PlayStation 1 for $4.95, $5. Probably overpaid a little bit, but it is one that I have been wanting to play. Area 51, no manual, which I don't really mind. No manual, no insert. As long as the disc is in good condition and the back insert is good, I'm happy with that, so cool to get that. I gave it a play, it's okay. It's not the worst game I've ever played, it's not the best. It's a decent light gun shooter. Grabbed a few items for resale, they're up on the old eBay. I grabbed Wii Fit for $1.50. And this had the points card, but I don't know if the points things for Nintendo still work, but if they do, feel free to key that in. Also grabbed for $2.95 Wii Fit Plus, which I'll be able to sell for a bit. Once again, points card. Don't know if you can use them anymore. I also grabbed a copy of for the PlayStation 2 for $2, X Squad, and if you are a long-time fan of the show, you might know that I already own a copy of this, but let's compare the conditions, shall we? Yeah, this one is a little bit better. Drop something. A little bit better, or a lot of bit better, so... if anybody wants this one, tell me, otherwise I'm going to give it to a thrift store and they can just have it. It's not a game that's worth anything. But for $2, I was happy to get it. It's not a bad game, honestly. Nice and complete. It's a third-person shooter before third-person shooters really took off in popularity. You know, before they all became over-the-shoulder cover-based shooters. And they were also having a sale on DVDs, so I ended up getting 3 DVDs for $1.50 each, and they are good movies. We have, and these are all ones that I've never seen before. We have Taxi Driver with 14-year-old prostitute Jodie Foster. I believe someone tried to kill the president for Jodie Foster, so that's interesting. One of supposedly Robert De Niro's finest films. I think Deer Hunter is a fantastic film, so I'll see how I like that. We have The Last Boy Scout, which is supposed to be a fantastic popcorn flick. And we have Natural Born Killers, which is also supposed to be a very good kind of popcorn flick, so for $1.50 each, I didn't mind getting those. Do I have anything else to show? I do not, so this was everything. I hope you enjoyed watching. If I can get all of those editing things together, I will. And this is Seeger of my house bidding you farewell. Stay out of my op shops. I'm serious.